pin everybody and let's get it going.
All right, Dan. You can let people in.
Okay. YouTube's going too, so you're good to go.
All right, welcome to Friday Night Live. I am so excited to be hosting this beautiful panel this evening. We've got some awesome ladies joining us. We've got some new people speaking, which I'm super proud of. We're going to shout out Alyssa. This is her very first time speaking on a panel or on a Friday Night Live, and she's super excited to be here. We've also got Kristen and Dana, which are some veterans. They've been here with me before. So we're going to get right into it. The topic that we're going to be talking about tonight is how to get to your next, right? And you're like, your next what, Sierra? Everything, your next promotion, your next bonus, your next license. We're going to talk about all of it, okay? So my first question for you ladies is, what mindset or habits did you have to adopt to break through to your last promotion or bonus? And I'll start with you, Kristen.
Um, I was thinking about this earlier, and I think the biggest thing is when I missed my promotion last time, it set a fire under me that I need to talk to everybody, not just who I think may want to be interested in it, but everybody, because everybody deserves the opportunity and it's not just for a certain population. So now, all day, every day, if I meet somebody new and they ask what I do, I just go off and tell them how great it is and how much I've enjoyed it and how it's uplifted me and changed me. And that seems to be bringing in more positive feedback and more recruiting.
That's really good. That's awesome. We're starting this panel off strong, ladies. That's awesome. Yeah, just telling people, right? It's gonna light you up once you reach any type of goal, right? It's gonna push you and want you to make you do more. What about you, Dana? What do you feel like is the mindset or habits that you had to adopt?
I think it's just not to give up, right? Let's say if we don't meet the next promotion or meet our next license, just it's just a little setback. It's not like it's gonna deter us from the business forever, right? It is. It's just keeping that positive mindset just to keep going, right? We have our why, we have why we're doing it, but just to keep going. So yeah, just keeping that positive mindset for it too.
That's good. That's good. Definitely got to keep a positive mindset. What about you, Alyssa? What exactly has helped you reach your next bonus?
I hate to repeat, but I feel like just changing my mindset. I feel like I was struggling and still kind of am struggling with a very fixed mindset or very negative mindset. Um, but this environment and all of you have really helped me push through that so far, and I'm working on pushing through it the rest of the way. And that's my thing.
That's good. That's good. Definitely just keeping positive, right? Because naturally, with society and things, we tend to go to the negative first, right? Oh, I failed this first exam. I'm never gonna get licensed. No, right? You have to keep pushing on. Sometimes it takes a few times, right? So that's really great. Is just keeping that positive mindset and keep pushing through and getting excited, right? Excited about what we do and telling everybody that you meet. So we're going to go on to the next question, which is, what was the biggest challenge that you faced on the way to your last milestone, and how did you push through? And we're going to go backwards. So I'm going to start with Alyssa, and then we'll go from there.
All right. I think my biggest challenge has been just to push through all of the challenges and adversities of life. I feel like I tend to struggle with continuing to do things whenever I have a lot going on. Um, and, I'm a single mother, pushed through homelessness through all of this. Me and my son were homeless for a month or two, pushed through all of that just to reach something, planning on getting somewhere, and just got to keep pushing.
That's so good. That's so good, right? Like just being able to say, "Hey, I went through this super hard time in my life, but yet I still accomplished these great things." And that's super super powerful because everybody, I'm sure every single one of us on this call, we've got 27 sites right now, is going through something in life, right? Whether that's family, whether that's finances, whether that's, environment, whatever it may be, you still have to stay focused on what you came here to do. So that's really powerful. What about you, Dana? What was one of the biggest challenges that you faced for your last milestone?
I think I'm kind of in it right now, actually. I took my Series 63 yesterday, didn't pass, but that I was super bummed. But guess what? I have a month to study. I have a month to study and take it again. And if I need to, I can just keep taking it, right? So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, like I said, I was a little bummed, but guess what? I have a whole month to study, and I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna crush it next time. So it's just a little setback, but that's my next milestone. I want to finish my Series 63, get fully licensed, and then just keep pushing forward and keep moving forward.
That's awesome. That's awesome, right? Look, congratulations. Even though you didn't pass this time, right? You still made that effort. You still studied. You put in the work, and you made that commitment and took that test. So that's super awesome. Congratulations. And look, good enough. You're gonna get it next time for sure. For sure. Like you said, you've got that full month to study now. What about you, Kristen? What is the biggest challenge that you've had to face for your last milestone?
Probably I've been trying to catch I don't know if they're like yeah, I would say habits. When I get off my day job, I come home and I would sit there and I'd cook dinner, do the basics, and I'd just scroll through social media. And I'm like, I'd caught myself 2 weeks ago going, I could be using this time to like reach out to more people. I could be using this time to make more phone calls. So I've been trying to replace my habits with positive habits that are going to keep me consistent in the business.
That's good. That is super good, right? Being able to catch yourself when you're mindlessly scrolling, right? Even if that's not to, okay, now I'm gonna stop right now and make phone calls. It could be, hey, I'm already on social media. Let me send out a few messages right now. Let me be
Exactly.
intentional with this time. Let me comment on some posts. Let me make some connections, right? So just switching up that mindset, just that's small shifts, right? Small shifts that you have to make in order to push through and reach your next goal. All right, so we're going to move on to number 3, which is what are 2 to 3 daily non-negotiables that you focus on that help you hit your next level? And we're going to go back again and we'll start with Kristen.
Okay, so every morning when we have our morning call, once I get off that call, I go onto social media and I add new people. I have a list of how many people I've added. Then I also, on my lunch break, call my teammates or text them, whatever I can do just to reach out and let them know I'm here to support them, see what I can do to help them. And then in the evenings, I prepare what I'm going to send out the next morning when I first get to work because my day job boss ain't there yet. So what I do is I send out what I need to send to people to recruit. And then if I stay consistent, I see consistency in return. So my biggest thing is staying consistent with that every single day.
That's so good. That's so good. That really speaks to like the little actions compound, right? You're finding pockets in your day when you know you have a little bit of downtime, 10, 15 minutes, not a whole lot, and you're making use of it. You're being intentional with that time. So that's really, really good non-negotiables. I hope you guys are taking notes. What about you, Dana? What are a couple non-negotiables for you?
I mean, Kristen pretty much hit it head on, just adding new people to social media, sending out my messages I need to send out, but then just trying to skill up as well, trying to create those daily, positive habits for the business and skilling up as well. That's something I really feel like I need to work on is just, presenting maybe a little better or just doing something like that, but then also study. And now I'm gonna get back to the grind, back to the studying, and that's gonna be a non-negotiable for me for this next month.
That's so good. Definitely. Definitely the studying, right? If you're working towards your next license, it has to be a non-negotiable that you make some type of progress every single day, right? Even if that's 15, 20 minutes, right? One day you get 15, 20 minutes that you're super busy, you got stuff going on. We all have lives, right? We just talked about that. We've got kids, we got stuff going on, but making some type of effort to be intentional and getting into your studying is going to be game changer. The next person, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Alyssa, I want to ask you, what are a couple of non-negotiables that you've been implementing recently?
For me, the non-negotiables I've been really trying to stick with, at least recently, because I have been changing my mindset. I had gone off and wasn't really doing much. But the first one is to interact with people online and add more people. The second one is setting appointments. And the third one is keeping in contact with my trainer, Sierra.
Yes, awesome. That was a good one. I was going to mention that is staying in contact with your trainer should be a non-negotiable, right? staying close to the fire is going to help you succeed, right? And the fire is your regional vice president, whoever's training you, right? You want to touch base with them. You can just, talk about, hey, how was your day going, right? Just to touch base. Or, hey, I've knocked out this stuff off my to-do list today, right? I've did my messages. I've sent my friend requests, right? Just some type of communication with your trainer is definitely going to keep you on the right track. We got a few more minutes here. I got a couple more questions for you ladies. The next question is, how do you help your team members hit their next promotions? And why is that important for your own growth? We'll start with Alyssa.
So I wrote that I'm honestly not sure if I currently do help anyone else because I am so new, but I do always try to be encouraging and supportive of goals and accomplishments of everybody else. And I feel like that's important for my growth because seeing all of you succeed is going to help me succeed.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah, definitely agree. What about you, Dana? What are some ways that you help your team members?
Yeah, so definitely leading by example. I think that's always been a really common one, just even outside Primerica. I mean, that's always a very common one to instill. Also, just reaching out to them, just telling them exactly what they need to do. Field training is huge. You have to get on appointments. You have to get on training. You have to do this in order to thrive. So just trying to reiterate what they need to do when they first start, because it's not gonna be as successful as they want it to be if they're not doing all the things, right? But yeah, and then just knowing the numbers, knowing what 1 by 1 means, 1 recruit, 1,000 in premium, hitting that next goal, that next promotion. So it's just trying to reiterate, and just keep in contact with them and just tell them that I'm here and this is what we need to do in order to get you going.
Sorry, I muted myself because my kids were screaming in the hall. But that's really good as far as what you said of knowing the numbers, right? You have to know the numbers and you have to teach your people the numbers. That's super important. Kristen, what about you? What are some ways that you help your team members hit their promotion?
So I'm specifically thinking about when they're trying to get licensed. I like to make sure that they have all the tidbits of information that I was taught passed on to them that helped me pass. Also giving them any type of insight prior the night before or the day before they're going into that licensing test, just to release that nervousness and just build them up so that they know that we have their back, and give them the little hints and tricks right before they go in so that they're aware of what they can utilize in there.
That's good. Teaching them the tips and tricks, because those are super helpful, right? Those are super helpful. And I'm going to answer this a little bit too, just because of personal experience, but just being a human, just being a friend, right? Just being a friend to them, right? Just, if they're having a hard time, walk them through it. All right. What can we do right now? How can we be a problem solver of what's going on right now? And just kind of connecting with them, right? Building that relationship with your teammates is super important as well. And then we've got our last question, which is, when you think about your next milestone, what excites you the most about reaching it? We'll start with you, Kristen.
Well, I didn't realize I reached my milestone this quickly as I thought I was, because I missed it by like a hair last time. So I was really bummed out about it. So, getting it and then knowing I'm here, I just want to keep that momentum, but I also want to do more to get to that quicker than what I did this last round. I don't want to get down in the dumps. I don't want to wallow in my sorrows. I want to say, okay, let's go, let's hit this next one, and just keep a vision and a vision board in front of me of what the next one looks like, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get there, and what I need to do daily to get there. And leaning into my coaches. That's the biggest thing too. Leaning into Jackie and Jarrell has really helped me. When I know if I kind of get quiet and distant from them, I know it's a fall off. I need to stay consistent with my communication with them as well, because that helps me get to the next level.
That's so good. That's so good. I think we have rounded this panel out quite nicely this evening, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies. We're going to get into our announcements tonight. So, as I'm getting this pulled up, happy Friday Night Live. Let's get into it. I'm super excited to be a part of Friday Night Live and just being able to host that panel and bring you guys the announcements for this month. We've got some really, really awesome things going on this month. If you did not know, we just started a new sales month. It is September now, so we do what's right. September is our little slogan. Okay, so we do what's right. Thank you guys so much for being on time tonight. If you did not get to hear the panel, you want to be here at depending on your time zone, Eastern time is going to be 6:45 p.m. to be able to listen to the panel, and we just talk about different topics with different leaders and people who are doing production within the business. Thank you guys for having your cameras on. Please turn them on if they're not already. We want to see your beautiful smiling faces. This is the era of Zoom, so it's a little less informal, and we want to be able to maximize it as much as possible. So we want to see those cameras on and see who we're speaking to. Also, I know I'm guilty of this, but if my camera's off, I am not paying attention 100%, right? So we want to make sure that you're paying attention and getting all of the good nuggets that you need from tonight's training. Which brings me into my next little note, which is take notes. If you don't already, get a pen, pencil, paper. If you like to take notes on electronics, I'm old school. I like my pen and paper, but get something to take some notes on and learn something this evening. We have our Gulf Coast Getaway. If you are brand new and have no idea what this means, our company, Primerica, actually helps you take vacations, right? They give you a chance to earn a all expense paid vacation. Our next one is the JW Marriott Marco Island Beach Resort in Marco Island, Florida. Qualification period started in May, ends in November. And you guys can see the dates. If you're wanting some more information on what exactly you need to do to qualify, reach out to your trainer, your regional vice president, and they're going to show you exactly where to access that information. We also have a really exciting announcement for the Gulf Coast Getaway. There are 100 new slots, okay? So that means that they've opened up 100 new seats for you to be able to earn to go on this trip. So get with your trainer so that you can figure out how you can be there. All right, you guys, this has not been done before. I am so excited to bring you guys this announcement. I was reading over it earlier, like, wait a minute, I've been in the business for over 2 years now. I have not heard of this. So this is Be a Life Champion and earn $100 bonus. So for our newly licensed reps, if you make your very first life insurance sale at 100 or 800 annual premium, okay, for minimum, you're gonna earn an additional $100 in bonus money plus a Your Life Champion certificate. So you guys, this is huge. Not only do you as the new licensed agent earn that $100 bonus, but you as your upline, as an upline, you're also going to earn a $100 bonus on top of your commissions. Like this is crazy, you guys. This is an awesome incentive that the company is doing for us. All right, we have Leaders Build Your Bench. So if you personally do one recruit and $1,000 of life premium, or one recruit and $10,000 total of securities volume, you're gonna get one of these awesome hats. You're gonna get one of these trucker hats, the Leaders Building Leaders. This is pretty cool. So you wanna make sure that you are qualifying at your level and getting that one by one to get this, this incentive. So we also have opportunities for all field training bonus recruits. So this is another way that you can earn some bonuses. They are just giving out bonuses left and right, you guys. This is crazy. So new personally get 2 recruits and $2,000 of field training premium. So that means that you sit on field training appointments with your upline and observe them selling $2,000 in premium. You're going to get an additional $200 in field training credits, okay? On top of the $400 in field training credits you earn for each of the 2x2 that you get, right? So put that into perspective. You do 2x2, which is the 2 recruits and $2,000 in field training premium, you're going to get $600 in bonus money. Plus, okay, the bonuses that we just talked about, right? Plus logging into your Primerica app within 24 hours of submitting your IBA, and you also get a $50 bonus, okay? There's bonuses everywhere this month. There's no reason that you guys shouldn't make some money in September. All right, guys, we've got our Midwest Builder School coming up in October. It's going to be October 3rd and 4th. All right, this is going to be in Sterling Heights, Michigan. You want to be there. Okay, big decisions happen at big events. You want to stay close to the fire. You want to be next to your mentors, leaders in the business, right? We're going to have Assad and Lois Farage, which are OGs in the business, million-dollar earners, and Jerry and Rhonda Byers speaking, who are also OGs in the business and million-dollar earners. So you want to be there to be able to hear from them. Go ahead and scan the QR code for tickets, or at the very bottom, there is the website link, and you can get your tickets there. If you have a job, go ahead and take off right now, okay? Hopefully you've already done this because we talk about this every single week. We have Friday Night Live, but you want to be there. Even if you can't make it physically in person, which we'd love to see you there up in Michigan, you can still get your ticket and tune in virtually, okay? So get your tickets. I am so excited to bring up our very first speaker tonight. He is a regional vice president. He's been in the business for quite a while now. He is one of my mentors. I lost my train of thought. Dan Romine.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Excited to hang out with you on this beautiful Friday. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been in the business that long, Sierra, but honestly, it's almost, I mean, 4.5 years. So that feels like forever for me. But excited to be here, guys. Hey, I'm going to talk to you guys about setting goals. It's something that you probably hear us talk to you all about a lot. Your trainer probably talks to you about, hey, make sure you have a goal. Like, what's your goal for the month? What's your goal for the week? What's your goal for the day? Right? We always talk about that because it is important to have a target, right? Because if you're not aiming at anything, you definitely won't hit anything on purpose, right? And it becomes almost like an accident when you do end up hitting those things. And so what I want to talk to you guys tonight is like a super basic goal setting like skill, something that you can do to help yourself set goals that actually make sense and that move you forward. And so we're going to use this acronym. It's the word SMART. Okay. So funny enough, Mel actually taught our team on the SMART goals this morning a little bit. And I saw my topic was on goal setting, and I thought it was super good what she was like touching on. And I just want to take some time and really go over this, right? I want you to understand on how to set an appointment. Or not how to set an appointment. Jerome's doing that. Sorry, how to set a good goal. My bad, Marissa. I got excited for Jerome's talk. So, but how do you set a good goal, right? Well, first off, a goal needs to be specific, right? It's not just a broad stroke statement, right? Like, okay, this month, Jarrell, I'm going to do better than I did last month. Okay, now you could argue that that's specific, right? Because you know last month's numbers and you want to do better than you did last month. So you could, I guess, make that argument. But I want to know, like, hey, I want to get 10 recruits, right? Or Jarrell, my goal this month is to do 3 personal recruits and $3,000 in personal premium, right? We want to know, as your trainers, we want to know what exactly is it that you're going after, right? Pinpoint something that you intentionally want to target, right? So for us last month, honestly, like, my goal was to get 1 recruit and $1,000 in sales. Like, I mean, obviously I wanted to do more than that, but my like bare minimum, absolutely like not acceptable if it didn't happen, was 1 recruit and 1 sale, because A, last month was nuts for my family. But B, I wanted to get that reset that they were doing. Right. So that was my like bare bones minimum goal. Now my normal goal is 3 by 5 in personal production, 3 personal recruits, $5,000 in sales. But last month I knew it was crazy town. So my specific goals here, I was lower than normal. It was 1 and 1. Right. But you have to know what your specific goal is, right? Pinpoint something that you want to go after. Right. So this month it should be something along the lines of maybe your next promotion. Right. Well, what's your next promotion? Your trainer should be talking to you about it. If you're brand new, it's probably 1 recruit and 1 sale, most likely. Maybe it's not, maybe it's something different, but that should be your goal, is your next promotion, right? Or qualifying at your level for the contest that the company has going on. Right? What's qualifying at your level? Well, go look at the list. It tells you what that is based on your current promotion level. Excuse me, your current contract level. There are a lot of different things that you could pick that are specific goals, but just pick one and run after that. and tell somebody about it, right? Tell your trainer about it. Tell your first licensed upline, the person that's going on appointments with you, right? To hold you accountable. The second thing, the M, is measurable, right? This needs to be something that you can track. It's got to be a black and white outcome. Either you do it or you don't, right? Gray space when you're setting goals is not your friend. Right, like, oh, I'm gonna set like more than 10, right? I'm gonna get more than 10 recruits this month. That's great, but your goal is 10, right? Your goal is I'm gonna get at least 10, right? That's fine, but we don't want to be generic. Like, hey, we just, Darrell, this month I just want to recruit a lot of people, right? That's not really a measurable goal, because Sharita, you'll never be able to hit that goal, because a lot for you might be 5, but then next month maybe it's 7 or 10. Like it's a moving target, right? I want to recruit 10 people this month, right? That's fine. Hey, I want to recruit 1 person this month. That's great. Whatever it is, it needs to be something that you either hit that goal or you do not hit that goal. Because what you don't want to do is get to the end of the month and say, I want to recruit a lot of people. And then now you have 5 people and you're like, well, that feels like a lot. I got it. Or, that doesn't feel like a lot. I didn't hit it. Right? You want to have a for sure solid number, something that you know for certain when you hit that thing. Right? We don't want to have gray space. Again, gray space is where it's this, like, it's almost like an open-ended question, if you will, kind of like when you're setting an appointment. Jerome's probably going to talk about this, but hey, can you meet with me like later this week? Right? Like that's not a measurable thing, right? Hey, what about Thursday or Friday, right? When I'm trying to set a goal, I want to make sure, hey, this month, I want to make sure I hit 5 recruits or 3 recruits, excuse me, and 5,000 in personal premium, right? It's measurable. Why? Because I can either get 3 recruits or I don't, or I get 5 sales or 5,000 in premium or I don't. It's a yes or a no, right? Then we have the A is achievable, right? We want to set achievable goals. Okay, big dream goals are awesome, but overall not super helpful for those of you that don't dream big and that can't shoot for the stars, right? And don't take that the wrong way. Don't get all mad and tell your trainer that I was being mean to you or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. You should have big goals. You should have big dreams. Hey, I want to buy a 5,000 square foot house. I want to upgrade my car, right? I want to put my kids in the school I want to put them in, or the sports I want to put them in. That's awesome. Right? You should be dreaming, but your individual goals that you're running after every single month, you should have, excuse me, you should have that goal be something that you can do. It is a real, your brain believes that you can do it. Okay, because if like, let's say you've been in the business for like 3 months and you've never recruited more than say 5 people in a month. And now you're like, you know what, Dan, this month my goal is I'm going to recruit 200 people into my base shop. Like, you probably don't actually believe that that's something that you can do. And if you do, that's great. And you could do it. You absolutely could do it. But you got to set a goal that's like, man, I've been getting 5, Jackie, every month I've been getting 5, and then I got 6 last month, and then now I got 5 again last month. Well, set a goal that is a little bit of a stretch beyond what you've been getting. So if you've been getting like 5 or 6 recruits a month on your team, I would encourage you to set a goal to get like 8 or 10. Right? That's just a little bit more, but it's still more. Right. And what we miss a lot of times in Primerica is like, we miss the little tangible things, right, Don? Because 5 people, if you have 5 people and they each set 3 appointments, that's 15. But if you have 10 people and they each set 3 appointments, that's 10. Or it's 10. My math is bad. I went to Holt. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. It's 30, right? So you have 30 appointments, right? You got 30 appointments, Michael, that you can now run. That's way more at bats, right? That's way more tries. That's way more attempts. And so it's helpful for you because you're still getting more cracks at what you're trying to go after, right? But it's achievable because you believe, your brain, Jocelyn, thinks you can actually do it. Right? I don't know what the number is for you, but let's say, like, if we're talking about a number of people that you could recruit every single month, and this is your goal, right? And you say, Dan, I'm going to recruit at least this many people every month. If we just take this line and we say, okay, you're going to recruit 5 people every month, most of you would probably say, you know what, Dan, I could do that. Right? But if I told you 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100, somewhere down the line, it's going to get to a number that you do not believe that you can hit. right? And I don't believe that that is a helpful goal for you this month. Right now, is it helpful for you to dream big and think big and go after big goals? Absolutely, Kim, it is. But if you only got 2 recruits last month saying you're going to get 70 this month, probably you don't actually believe you could do that. So, hey, I got 2 recruits last month, Carolyn, right? Okay, sweet, awesome. You got 2 recruits last month. What's your goal this month? Well, I'm going to get 5. Okay, cool. You probably believe that you could get 5. Why? It's just a couple more. It's not that much more. You're not getting 100 times more people. Right. And I encourage you to have it build off of last month. Put like 20 or 30% more than what you did last month and set that as your goal. Why? Because it's the compound that takes place. Right. If you got 5 last month and you have your goal is 8, if you recruited 5 people last month, you should still have 2 or 3 of them that are around and doing stuff. Right. So now it's not just you going after that 8. Now you have 2 or 3 other people, and you're going to get 2 or 3 recruits from those people at least, right? Then you got to go out and get your 2 or 3 still. And now you're much closer to your goal. So getting that small incremental jump every month is much more attainable than saying, hey, I'm going to go from 5 to 50, right? Again, you absolutely could do that. But having something that your business continues to grow and you continue to see progress month after month after month, it's super important. And then we need to have that needs to be relevant to your business. It needs to relate to your business or the topic that you're setting goals in, right? Something that you actually care about. Let me like use like fitness or weight loss as an example. If you guys don't know, like Taylor and I used to be trainers, we used to own gyms, and it was something that we loved to do. And a lot of times, honestly, Lauren, we'd get people that came into our business and they would say, you know what, I just want to lose weight. And I'm like, great, that's awesome, Marissa, I love that for you. But like, what, how much weight? They're like, well, I don't know, I just want to lose weight. Okay, cool. That's tough to like pinpoint and put a strategy together. Like, yeah, we could say, hey, work out a couple days a week, eat healthy, and you're probably going to lose some weight. But what's the win for you? Right? Is it 20 pounds? Is it 60 pounds? Is it 5? Like, is it being able to fit in your pants from last year? Like, I don't know what it was, right? But we had to figure out what that goal was based on the thing that they were coming in to do at our facility, right? Like if one of you approached me in Primerica and you're like, Dan, my goal this month, my Primerica goal is to lose 10 pounds. I would say that's a great goal, but like, what's your goal for your business? Right? Because that's not relevant to your business. Like, is it good to go after a couple different things? Sure. But we're talking about setting goals in your business, right? We want it to be relevant to your Primerica business. We want it to be something that actually makes sense for you and where you are right now. Right. And so again, something that you care about. If your goal is to get 3 PLPPs this month, but you don't give a rip about PLPP and you don't believe in the product, or for whatever reason, it's just not something that you care about at all, then that's probably not something you're going to chase down. But if you have like a big why on, say, the investment side of the business, right? And you're like, man, I really want to help 3 clients open up an IRA this month. And like, you're really passionate about helping them with their investments, helping them get stuff settled for their retirement and get the ball moving in that way. Well, then it's going to be much easier for you to be able to go after that goal because you actually care about it. Right. So we want it to be relevant. And then ultimately, guys, it needs to be time-based. Okay, you need a start time and a stop time. That's like months are easy goal periods, right? You know what else is easy goal periods? Weeks, days, right? Sometime I'm gonna set 5. I'm gonna get 5 recruits. That's not really helpful. But Kristen, you say, you know what? Today I want to set 3 appointments, and 2 of those are going to be recruit appointments. Well, now we know that what you need to do in order to hit your goal for today is to set 3 appointments, and 2 of them need to be recruit appointments. That's a time-based goal. It starts today and it ends today, right? September started earlier this week. It ends in 4 weeks or whatever it is, right? And so there is a time frame on that goal. So you need to set those goals inside of those windows, right? For some of you, it's like, hey, I want to make 20 grand by Christmas. Great. You have a start time right now. Your end time is Christmas, right? So you have a window of time, and it needs to be short enough that you care about it. It's like, well, I'm gonna be a $200,000 earner eventually, right? That's not really something that you're probably gonna wake up and be like borderline obsessed about, right? That's not something that's gonna like keep you up at night. It's gonna light a fire up under your butt to go do the thing you know you need to do, right? Like we have to have something that we really care about, that we can really chase after, right? A good goal for all of y'all right now is gonna honestly be those new slots for the trip that the company just released, right? Winning some of those trips. You have 3 months to go after it, or 2 months to chase after qualification, right? So you can absolutely do that. It's just got to be short enough that you actually care about that goal. Guys, you need to set smart goals, right? You need to set smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, related, and relevant and time-based goals that you can go after that will help you build your business, right? Things that are going to help you win. They're going to help you get better, right? You want to move the needle in your business. We want to set relevant goals to what we're trying to do in our business. Like, yeah, Calvin, you got to be obsessed. Your goals got to like really light a fire up under your butt and make you get after it, right? It's something that wakes you up and it keeps you up at night and it gets you up in the morning and it gets you moving. So, guys, that's all I got for you. With that, I'm going to kick it over to my good friend and regional vice president. He's going to talk to you all about setting appointments. I'm going to kick it over to you, Jerome Cooper, my friend. Go ahead, take it away.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Good to see y'all this Friday, first Friday night training of September, man. Hopefully you guys are ready to close the third quarter out well. And great job to our speakers so far tonight. Great job pregame panel. Listen, what's your next? We all have a next, right? We all have a next, and you got to be striving to hit that next. And Dan, great job on the goal setting. Listen, if you don't have a target, you'll hit it every time. If you don't have a target, you'll hit it every time. So you got to have a goal. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you guys about appointment setting, and I'm going to fly. I got a lot to cover in a very, very little time. But what I want you to do is get with your regional vice president upline and ask for the appointment setting resource that they utilize. You need to be practicing, drilling, rehearsing outside of these meetings, right? Outside of these meetings. So get with your regional vice president upline, get the resource. If it's an audio, if it's a YouTube, whatever it is, you need to get it. You need to be preparing yourself. But we're gonna dive right in. Listen, appointment setting is the #1 skill set that you can learn in our business. It's the #1 skill set that you can learn in our business. I know you'll hear people talk about like, hey man, like names and numbers, that's our inventory, having new contacts, new leads. But listen, if you don't know how to set an appointment, it does not matter how many new contacts you have. Right? You can have all the contacts in the world, Jarrell, but if you don't know how to pick the phone up and set up a time to have those folks meet with you, it doesn't even matter. So we got to get really good at setting appointments. So some prerequisites for you guys really quick to setting appointments. These are some things that I believe that you should be doing. Consult with your regional vice president upline, but I believe we're probably very close to being on the same page with these things. #1 is you got to have a positive mindset going into setting appointments. All right, you have to whatever you got going on exudes off of you, Jackie. So if you go into that call and you're excited, you're upbeat and energetic, the people can sense that you're talking to. Right? But if you go into that call and you're a dull, disillusioned crybaby, right? What my man Art Williams say, right? They can sense that too. Right? So you want to position yourself well by having some positive thinking. I think you should move while making calls. I rarely ever sit still. There's a joke that our old office here in Auburn Hills, there's track marks in the carpet there for me walking laps while making calls. Somebody said they visibly seen it when they walked in. I don't know how true that is, but listen, I'm working the nerves out. Here's the deal, Jarrell. Look, if I still have some nerves going when I'm making calls 16 years in, I know you got them going. I know you got them going. So get up and move around a little bit. You got to smile. That kind of goes with being positive. No texting. I try to avoid texting appointments as much as possible. Now, listen, I know we're in a day and age where we're using text, we're using Messenger, we're using emails. And that is okay for some things, but I believe that people need to hear your voice, right? They need to hear the genuine you over a phone call, excited about the opportunity, and asking them for some of their time. So let's try to avoid texting as much as possible. We don't want to create that relationship. Try not to set appointments in person, right? Try to set appointments in person. I know some of you doing it. You at the family gathering, right? You know, you got your cousin. They're trying to make their plate, and you trying to set an appointment with them. They're like, man, I'm just trying to get a scoop of these mashed potatoes, Jerome. I'm really not trying to set up a time to talk about life insurance right now. Listen, let's try to avoid setting appointments in person, especially brand new people. Right now, you guys are in training. You can't handle all the questions and objections. Don't set yourself up for failure. All right. So let's avoid setting appointments in person. And you got to think, hey, I have one chance to set an appointment. Right. For some of you guys that have had some experience setting appointments, over the last few months or so, some of our newer people have been doing it a little bit longer. Right? You know that if you don't set an appointment with a person and they're like, hey, call me back or I'll call you back, then they went into witness freaking protection. You ain't seeing them no more, Marissa. They like, you like, hey man, I was friends with this person on Facebook yesterday and now I can't even find them, right? It ain't happening. So you gotta think like, hey man, I got one chance to set the appointment. So it's 5 steps to master. 5 steps to master when setting an appointment. And I'm going to go through these one by one here. Then I'll give you a description on each one here following. Number 1 is small talk. Number 2 is a transition. Number 3 is the body or the script of your call. Number 4 is actually setting the appointment. And number 5 is a post-close. All right. So, hey, get your note-taking fingers ready. Get your phones ready to screenshot this stuff because we're going to fly through it. So let's talk about small talk. Small talk should last about 20 to 30 seconds. It's an icebreaker into your conversation. You can use the FORM method. FORM is family, occupation, recreation, motivation, just kind of a guideline of what to talk to them about. And if you're calling, and this is more specific to what we call hot market and warm market calls, people that you know really well. Don't be weird with them. Don't be weird. You know them, right? So if I were to call Dan, I'm going to talk to Dan about stuff that we talk about. Hey, Dan, what's up, man? How's the family? How's Axel? How's Tay? How's Freya? Yo, how's church been going? How's your disc golf league been going? I know you can't play basketball. I want to ask you about that, Dan. Right? So, I'm going to have a quick conversation with him, 20, 30 seconds. Okay? That's small talk. If it's longer than 20 or 30 seconds, it's too long. Keep it to 20, 30 seconds. Then I'm going to make a transition. Transition statement. It's a statement that moves you from your small talk into the body, into the script, the reason why you called. So what's a transition statement? It could be like, hey, Carla, the reason I'm reaching out today is because, right? So that's what a transition sounds like. I'm letting Carla know that I'm calling her for something other than just hanging out and shooting the breeze. Okay, so, hey, I'm reaching out because, hey, I'm hitting you up because, hey, the reason for my call today is, right, I'm just making a transition statement. I'm moving from small talk and into my body. Let's talk about that. So, on your scripts, right, you have 2 types of appointments that you should be focusing on. Okay, you should be focusing on kitchen table appointments. Those are our client-based appointments. And recruiting appointments. Are there other appointments that you can set? Absolutely. But we're only going to talk about these 2 tonight. Okay. Client-based appointment, hiring appointment. And there's 2 types of calls, and I'm focusing more on hot market, warm market. So hot market people are people that you know them really well. Right? Like you can go to their house, go into the refrigerator right now, right? Take out a Coca-Cola, start drinking it, and they ain't gonna try to kill you, right? Like that, y'all close, y'all good. You're good with them. Then you have warm market people. These are acquaintances. These are people that are not those hot market people, but you can hit them up, have a conversation. You can reach out to them. Maybe ask to come over and hang out, and they'll say yes. Those are hot market people. So you only have a hand. Most of the people that you know, by the way, are hot market people. You only have a handful of real, warm market people. You only have a handful of real hot market people, by the way. Okay? So those are the type of people, type of appointments that we're setting, type of people that we're calling. So here's our script. Hey, hold on, how's it going, man? Hope everything's well. How's the family? Yada, yada, yada. Hey, the reason I'm calling today is because I don't know if I mentioned this the last time we talked or not, but I started working part-time with a company. I'm working on a license, so I recently got licensed. and things are going really well, I would like to show you what I'm doing. So if you or anybody you may know can benefit from it, you'd at least know enough where you feel comfortable referring me. That's the script, right? That's the script. You guys notice I didn't say like, hey, Hodo, man, I want to come over and get you insurance. Hey, Hodo, man, I know you in debt and you need the help. I'll be over. Hey, Hodo, man, I know you are terrible at saving. We need to talk, right? Like I didn't say any of that, right? I just say, hey, I want to show you what I'm doing. You may be able to benefit from it, you may not, but I at least want you to know enough where you felt comfortable referring me. I am leveraging my connection, my friendship, my relationship with Hodo for him to give me some time. Okay, so screenshot that. Your upline script may be a little bit different, but I guarantee you it's probably very close to that. Then you got a recruiting script. Let's talk about the recruiting script. A little bit different, but not too far off, right? Hey, Carolyn, how's it going? How's life? How's the family? What's new? Hey, listen, I'm calling because I want you to take a look at something that I'm doing on the side right now. This could potentially be a phenomenal opportunity for you. As far as us getting together, right now, I go and I set my appointment. Okay, so screenshot these scripts. Let's talk about setting an appointment. So as far as us getting together, so you need 3 things: day, time, location. If you do not have all 3 of these things, by the way, you do not have an appointment. So listen to this. So as far as us getting together, Carolyn, what works better for you, like a weekday or a weekend? She tells me, oh, a weekend. Okay, perfect. On a weekend, like a Saturday or Sunday. She's going to tell me, Saturday works well. All right, we can do Saturday. Saturday, would you meet in the morning or would you prefer to meet in the afternoon or evening, Carolyn? She's going to give me a response in the morning. All right, I can do a morning on a Saturday. Saturday morning, would like 9 or 10 work for you, or later in the morning, like 11? Give her a few options. She's gonna tell you 11 o'clock. Perfect. I got my time. So I got my day and my time. Location. Zoom is a location. Zoom is a location, especially with us meeting with people all over the country. So I'm gonna say, hey, Carolyn, are you familiar with Zoom? She's gonna tell me yes. I'm gonna say, okay, Carolyn, what is your email address? And I'm gonna send you over a Zoom link so we can meet over Zoom that day. And that's how I go about setting the appointment. And step 5 is the post-close. Post-close is telling a person not to cancel on you. You can say this a number of ways. I'm going to give you the way that I teach all of my brand new agents that are still field training. Okay. This is how they post-close. So it's telling a person not to cancel on you. So, hey, Carolyn, I have you down for Saturday at 11 o'clock over Zoom. Carolyn, are you sure that's a good day and time for you? She's going to tell me yes or tell me no. She tells me yes. Perfect, Carolyn. Listen, I am still being trained. I'm going to have my regional vice president, Naya, on with us. Listen, Naya, time is important. I know your time is important, Carolyn. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So are you sure you're good for that day? She's going to tell me yes. And then I have my appointment set with Carolyn. Listen, go and get good at setting appointments. Everything happens on an appointment. The money you want to make, the clients you want to help, the new teammates you want to bring on, the promotion you want to get, the reset, everything we talked about tonight so far happens on the appointment. Appreciate you guys giving me some time. This next speaker, regional vice president, near-term $200,000 per year earner, Queen Bee of the Hustlers, doing some recognition. Jackie Potter, it's on you, friend.
Let's get it. Let's get it, you guys. Hey, happy Friday night live, y'all. I'm excited and so fired up because y'all, there's some to walk you guys through this. One chance and one chance only. When you guys see number 1, throw up number 1 so we know who that is and drop some fire in the chat to celebrate your teammates, because when you celebrate your teammates, they'll celebrate you and you're winning, y'all. So, hey, I'm excited, guys. Let's kick off some recognition. So, we have personal recruits, you guys. Personal recruits. We got number 2. We got a lot of people at number 2, you guys. So, make sure to screenshot this as well. Guys, we got number 1 coming up, run strong, right? So, there's only one number 1, you guys, for personal recruiting for the month, guys. A lot of you guys with 2, Mackenzie Martin, Brooklyn Bender, Jennifer Jacks, Brooke Fox, Mackenzie Martin, Dana and Malcolm Martin, Nate and Melanie Braley, and Catherine Black. Congratulations. Take your pictures, guys. You guys are rock stars. Make sure to document this. Guys, hey, personal premium for the month as well, too, y'all. We got number 5, Nate and Melanie Braley at 1,200. We got number 4, Jennifer Jacks with 2,200. Way to go, girl. We got number 3, Jerome and Mel Cooper with 2,800. We got number 2, Dan and Taylor Romine with 4,000 personal premium, guys. But there's only ever one number 1, and that is the Fearless Hustlers, you guys. 8,500 in personal. Yeah, let's get it, y'all. And hey, we got personal security, so these are the folks that are going out and helping buy term and investing the difference, you guys. So we got number 5, the Boxies with 5,200. We got number 4, Dan and Taylor Romine with 6,200. Wow, we're coming up. Number 3, Cass Rigney with 60,000. Yeah, all we do is win, right? So we got number 2, Jeff and Michelle Miller with 73,000, you guys. But guys, there's only one number 1 for personal securities. It's that's on Nate and Melanie Braley. The Braleys up some fire in the chat, y'all. 77,000, y'all. Oh my goodness. And guys, hey, listen. We got coming up team recruits below regional vice president. We got number 5. Look at you, Kia and Mama Fry with 4 team recruits. We got number 4, Kristen Atkins. Number 5. We got number 3, Shayla Brown and Jenna Shelley with 6 recruits for the month. We got number 2, Sarita Mayberry and Jawad Hood with 7 team recruits. But guys, there's only one number 1 below regional vice president, and that is, wow, a tie, y'all. Megan Humbermail and Karen Stump, double digit recruits. Congratulations, ladies. But hey, we got next up, y'all, team recruits, top 3, regional vice president and above, you guys. This is those that fought for that contract. We got number 3, Team Grind, you guys, with 6 recruits. We got number 2, Redemption Team Hierarchy with 11 recruits as well. And then, guys, there's only one number 1, the Fearless Hustlers with 23 new teammates brought into the business. Wow, Fearless Hustlers, give your guys yourself a pat on the back. Let's get it. Hey, and then we got Team Premium below regional vice president. You guys, you heard from her earlier. Alyssa Cantrell, 693. We got number 4, Megan Hovermail with 741. We got number 3, Karen Stump. You're going to hear from her next, 1,026. We got number 2, Calvin and Sierra Brent. You guys, 1,064. But there's only one number 1, and that is Jennifer Jackson. You're going to hear from her next, you guys. What a rock star, number 1, 2,200 in Team Premium below regional vice president. Let's get it. Hey, we got Team Premium regional vice president and above. We got number 3, Team Grind with 4,300. We got number 2, y'all, Redemption with 8,800. But guys, there's only ever one number 1. Drop number 1 in the chat, you guys. Fearless Hustlers with over 10,000 in premium. Congratulations, you guys. What an incredible opportunity this is, y'all. But hey, that's not it. We got some promotions in motion and some licenses involved, you guys. I can't wait to celebrate a lot of you guys. Hey, we got Miss Haley Trapp. I got to take a picture of this senior representative, guys, out of Ohio. Congratulations. And also got her reset for Marco Island. Congrats to you, sister. Drop some fire in the chat. We got next coming up our newest passer out of Ohio, coming out of, Kristen Aston hierarchy. Let's get it, girl. Newest passer, Maddie Clark. Congratulations to you, sister. Newly licensed. And hey, this is just the beginning, you guys. So, without further ado, we got the stud trophy, guys. So, we're going to go over also last time's winner as well, too, for the stud trophy. But, guys, this is the top of the crop in the organization. Hey, seeing you guys going out and personally doing what you're doing in this business. Last week's winner was Jeff and Michelle Miller. And you guys, congratulations. Will it be a repeat this week? Let's check it out. So we got 3rd place. We got Team Redemption up close and personal. Dan and Taylor Roma, you guys, with 3rd place. But hey, we got number 2, That is the Fearless Hustlers, Darrell and I as well too. But guys, there's only one number one. Who could it be, you guys? Let's drop some fire emojis in the chat for number one stud trophy, you guys. Get this. There's only one. Number one, and that is yours truly, Nate and Melanie Braley, guys. Drop some love in the chat for those incredible leaders, you guys. Man, guys, drop some fire. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. But hey, without further ado, y'all, I guess I am up next, which I am really excited. But guys, I give all the glory and amazingness to these incredible budding female leaders that are dominating below regional vice president, you guys, doing some incredible things within our business as well too. Hey, first up, first come, sir, we got the Sharita Mayberry popping up on my screen, you guys. And then I'm excited because I get to introduce these incredible leaders. Also got the amazing Jennifer Jacks, guys, bringing on that incredible smile. And guys, I also get to bring up the incredible and amazing, you heard from her son earlier. I get to introduce Karen Stump. I know she's going to be coming up here shortly as well, you guys. But it's incredible. You know, I know a lot of you guys are having some great momentum in your business. All of you ladies were on the leaderboard, so success is leaving clues. Let's get it. That's amazing. And congrats for being number one as well too, Jennifer. But yeah, yep, like how Kia just said, we have the queen on here as well too. But guys, without further ado, I kind of want to warm up with you guys. I want to have everybody get to know you a little bit as well too. I just want to start us off. Introduce yourself, how long you've been in the business, and what was your former occupation. I want the team to get to know you a little bit as well too. So Jennifer, I'd love for you to start as well. I guess kind of introduce yourself, and then what is your current or former occupation along with this business as well.
Okay, so I've been in business for a while. I did leave I stopped for a minute, then I came back or whatever, and I'm so excited to be back. I work in a school with autistic adults, and we help them transition from being teenagers to actual adults to live out in the world. So it's nice, and I still do that right now until my quit date.
I love it. How incredible. Yeah, welcome back. And also Kieran just dropped it in the chat for you too. Welcome back too. And then Sharita, I would love for you to share with us too how long you've been in the business for, and then what was your previous occupation as well too.
Yes, absolutely. Greatest evening ever, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
So I've been here 5 years and a few months, and when somebody found me, because I was dreaming about it and praying on it, but I didn't know it was going to happen. So when it found me, I was training to be a manager at KFC because I was in school for hotel and restaurant management. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. And what about you, Miss Karen? Share with us a little bit how long you've been in the business for, and what was your previous occupation as well too.
So I've been in about four and a few months, Sharita, 4 years and a few months. So, and my degree's in elementary ed, but I wasn't not doing that. I've subbed a lot, but I was at a pharmacy. I was a CVS pharmacy tech at the time that I started with Primerica. So I've done a bunch of different things, and this just came to me too. If you haven't heard, I overheard Daniel's orientation, and he got off the call, and I'm like, can I do that?
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. Hey, it just came to you at the right time. I love that. Well, guys, and I want to warm us up a little bit, right? I know you guys, I've seen you on the leaderboards. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And I guess, let's start with this. When you hear the word momentum inside of this business, what does that mean to you personally? I'd love to kind of pick your brain on that. Sharita, I'd love for you to start off as well too.
Yeah, Coach, great question. So momentum for me is excitement, right? And it starts inside. It's an inside job, but if inside, please borrow somebody else's. You know what I mean? But it is excitement. And so that's what it is. being excited about not even where you are maybe, but where you're going, right? So be excited about it. Remember to keep being excited about it as well. So that's what momentum is for me.
Well, keep being excited. Motivation is what gets us here, but discipline keeps us going, right? I love that. And then Karen, I want to go to you as well too. When you hear the word momentum in this business, what does that mean to you personally?
To me, it's when I'm moving forward quicker than my baby steps, maybe a couple extra baby steps, like kid steps, right? So like that I'm moving and I'm not stopped. So like when I'm not stopped, so like when I'm moving and then there's things keep going so that it makes it move and move for you, like the snowball or something going down a hill. But I want it to go down faster than it is a lot of times, right? And we probably all do, right? But it's just that movement, that move forward movement.
That's good. I love that movement, right? And I love hearing that too from both of you ladies. And I guess even Jennifer, kind of share your thoughts on this question too. What does momentum mean to you personally?
So to me personally, it's really the consistency. Like I'm not gonna stop doing the things that I need to do to get where I need to be. That consistency gives me a lot of confidence, just to know that I can do this. Even if I fall off for like a day, maybe I don't make an appointment for the day or something like that. But then I get back on and I'm like, okay, I got this. And then once you are there and you get that feeling, you don't want to let that feeling go. Don't.
Yes, no, I love that you share that too, Jennifer. That's the golden nugget that you just shared right there. Consistency. Consistency is actually the secret sauce, you guys. The most simple secret sauce, actually. So I love that you share that too, Jennifer. Like that's a mic drop within itself as well too. So no, I appreciate you sharing that golden nugget, guys. Drop consistency in the chat too, because that's something that keeps momentum moving forward and keeps it going, right? So well, and I guess I know, ladies, we have Midwest Builder School coming up as well too, and then East Coast Builder School's coming up for those down near the Florida area as well. But I know we've been really focusing on Midwest Builder School, but I guess Karen, I'll kind of start with you too. Like, why do you feel like it's really important to go into a big event like that already with momentum as well too?
I feel like it's just going to drive me faster and make my so I said baby steps before, so like make like bigger steps, adult steps, no, like just keep going. So like if I want to keep on that theme of steps, but it would just even more excited instead of going in doing nothing and have done nothing, and you just sometimes, and I've been there, done that, like I'm just down on myself when I'm there, even though it's exciting and everything, but it's like, but when you're doing something, it's more exciting because you just can keep going off of that.
Oh, I love that. And Jennifer, you just did a girl, like it kind of spoke to you a little bit. I guess touch on a little bit of that as well too.
Yeah, when you go, when you're creating that momentum, you have to just keep going. You can't stop. You have to use that momentum to just act. Just act fast. Call everybody. Call your people that you scared to call. That is the perfect time to call them because you is full and you're excited. So when you talk to them, they hear the excitement in your voice. They like, oh yeah, let's set this appointment. I want to find out what you're doing. So that is just so. Builder School is going to be awesome.
I love that. And and I have to give Sharita Mayberry her flowers over here. You started off the month incredibly strong this month already, Sharita. Day one closer. You have a lot of momentum in your business right now. And I guess like what does creating momentum look like in your business leading into October? Like, I guess what are you doing differently this month, Sharita?
I love that question, Coach. And just what Jennifer said as far as consistency, I won't throw anybody under the bus, but I was told that consistency is my kryptonite, right? So I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, just being consistent and being intentional, leading from and I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And the time is now, right? And if not now, then when?
Mhm.
It's just time to go. It's September. We got like 3 more months left in the year. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I cannot go into another year the same. So
Mhm.
Love that.
being it's being intentional on being intentional and be consistent, coach.
Man, guys, haven't you noticed that's the common thing that these ladies have been saying? Consistency. And like that's what these ladies are doing. They're being consistent. That's why they're showing up on the leaderboards. That's why they're speaking to you right now and sharing the greatness around that too as well. So that's just what's really powerful about this. Is just hearing you guys share that statement. And so well, and I guess, and I'll kind of start off even with you, Jennifer, too. I guess just sharing this, what's the difference, I would say, between, I guess, someone that's coming in and has momentum, or maybe they're feeling a little bit stagnant within their business. I guess what's the difference that maybe you've seen from both sides of it as well?
So coming into a builder school with momentum, your vision get expanded, and you can see yourself in someone else that's on stage, that's where you were when they tell their story. I love when they tell their story because it gives me hope. It grows my hope. It grows my faith. It grows so many different things in so many different areas. Like you have this momentum in every area in your life. Your children everything is just on point. Kids, husband, wife, whatever it is for you. Like that momentum just grows. And to someone that's stagnant, they're not going to see what you who have momentum see. They're not going to be able to hear the good strategies, the good gold nuggets, because they're somewhere else and they have to shift. When you come into a builder school, you have to shift your mind. You have to.
Oh, I love that. Woo, guys. Yeah, I just got goosebumps of what Jennifer was just saying too. Like you have to be open-minded to this opportunity as well. And it's beautiful to hear that too, because that's going to shift you from being stagnant to growing momentum as well. I just love that you share that. And Karen, I guess I'll lead it into you as well too. I guess what's the difference in your experience? I would say maybe you've experienced yourself or seen other teammates experience it too. I guess for someone who shows up in momentum versus maybe someone who shows up stagnant as well.
Well, I mean, I kind of touched on it, but I've been in both since, so 4 years in, I've been to quite a few builder schools. They were quarterly, sometimes every 6 months, depending on, but yeah, so I've been there when I've done really well. And so when I've been recognized a lot and walked on the stage to get things right. And then I've been there when I got nothing, right? And there's nothing, and I knew that I'd get nothing, but I still went because I knew that I needed to be around the people, right? I needed to be around the people, even though I was stagnant. But there's something for everyone. So going there, so if someone thinks that, oh, well, I'm not doing anything, so why should I even go? No, don't think that, right?
Yeah.
If you're stagnant, you need to go because there's going to be something for you. If you have momentum, you need to go because there's something for you. Because even the same sentence could hit you differently, I think.
Ooh, that's a powerful statement, right? That's right there too, girl. Like, and what you just said earlier on, show up, right? And Carolyn Brinzer just dropped in a tattoo. That's the biggest reason to go, because you surround yourself with incredible people. And I'm getting goosebumps right now, you guys. It says, hey, we're preaching on this little podcast tonight that we got going on, guys. They're dropping nuggets, right? Drop some fire. But with what they're sharing too is show up no matter what's happening, what's going on in your life, because you never know what's going to create that shift and that edge in your business being there as well too. Man, whoo, you guys got this. And Sharita, hey girl, I know you've been to builder schools too, girl, but I know when you're going to an event with momentum, and I know that's what you're focused on this month as well too. I guess what should people be looking out for when they're there? Like what should they be paying attention to maximize their momentum? Like what's kind of that secret sauce you think that they should gather from there?
Ooh.
Look, okay, right. Well, definitely, I love everybody says show up for yourself, right? Because more is caught than taught. And so, the amazing, my sister from another Mr. Kia K. Fry, she said, be expectant. You know, you have to go be expectant. What are you looking to get out of it? Right. So taking notes and everything. I know at my last builder school, I was like, prospecting was what I was looking to get out of it, like the fear that I had behind that, and also like spousal support, right? And I went with the expectancy of what I wanted to get out of it, and I got the answers that I was looking for. So definitely have some goals that what you're expecting to get out of it, and it can definitely help you become unstagnant, you know, and think about why you came, what you came for, why you here, your why. So
Knowing your why, right? And I love even what you said, like more is caught than taught when you're at these events too. And guys, what you're hearing as well too is big decisions happen at big events, right? And I see a lot of people in the chat, they're dropping, hey, I'm going to be at East Coast Builder School. I'm going to be at Midwest Builder School. Guys, it shows you why it's so important to plug into a great environment, plug into your leaders, and then plug in, you get to meet these incredible ladies. Like that's even more exciting, right? Like, but that's what's really on point with all of this as well too. And guys, we're moving quick through this. So I want to make sure I value time for the other speakers tonight as well. But you know, I guess I'll start off with you too, Jennifer, and we're going to be coming more to a closing. I guess, you know, I know you've been to an event. We've seen all these people leave a big event fired up, but maybe they lose that steam a little bit too quickly as well too. I guess, how would you make sure that no matter leaving an event or leaving a training, how would you make sure that momentum continues as well?
So first you have to go to your car, and I do mean literally go to your car and call your list. So you really should bring your list with you so that when after you leave that building, you can sit in your car and make some phone calls. If you want to wait till you get home, awesome. But I would prefer you do it in the car, because you got all that energy, all that excitement built up. Come on, let's set 50 appointments before we go home.
Yes, hey, that's the momentum right there within itself, right? Hey, that's beautiful. I love that. Hey guys, she just said a nugget right there. Bring your list. Bring something that's going to allow for you to step out of that incredible event as well too, with a bang as well. And I'm grateful that you shared that as well too, Jennifer. And then Coach Sharita, I'd love to kind of share your biggest takeaway from it too. You know, I think we've all been to, you know, a convention or, you know, a big event as well. You know, I guess we've all seen people leave fired up, and then maybe a couple weeks afterwards, the steam, the luster's been lost quickly. I guess, what would you recommend for them to keep that momentum going after the event too?
absolutely, Coach. That's a great question. So we definitely are blocking time off for that event, right? So no appointments and any of that amazing stuff. So I would say, Jennifer, you said make some appointments, but I would say have some already lined up, right, for after the event. So that way, you're calling people as well, as Jennifer said. But listen, Coach Darrell always says people can hear the excitement in your voice and not your text. So you leaving the big event, get appointment, like, yes, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, what is wrong with you? Listen, I just got out the room with some $1 million earners. I'm on my way to being where they are. So I would say, have some appointments lined up to get on after the event. And that way you can keep your momentum going, because it can go away.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah. And then I guess, what is your take on that too, Karen? Like, you know, why is it so critical to have that post-event excitement and to kind of take action on that quickly too?
Yeah, so you don't lose it. I love what Jennifer said. Go outside. Well, both of you, Sharita too, like have it lined up. I mean, it ends at 4:00-ish on Saturday, so there's still like 4 or 5 hours that you can have appointments or make calls. I mean, sometimes we do some extra, like go out to dinner with your team, but you're not there all night, right? You can have one appointment and make some calls. You're driving somewhere probably or whatever, but not only then, but that weekend and the next week. Even have appointments lined up, Sharita, you said like right away, but like just even for the next week so that you're not like digging to get those appointments. But and share with people that didn't go. Maybe just, I mean, just um on here we're probably going to share stuff that we learned, right? But still, like, share with individually with people. Oh, I wish you would have gone, like this was so exciting, so that they can like catch your excitement and hopefully come next time, right? So
I love that. Thanks for sharing that too, Karen. It's like just sharing your excitement with people, that joy. You know, that joy is one of the topics I see through you ladies. You're exuberating it right now, joy. And that's such a blessing to have in your life too, you know? And I just love that you're sharing that. But hey, we're coming to a close. So I'll end with, you know, Jennifer and Sharita too. Coach Sharita, if you could give one piece of advice to someone who's maybe on the fence, or maybe they're going through the motions inside of their head right now, thinking, right? I guess, why should they commit to creating momentum right now instead of waiting?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I don't know, why wait? Again, I'm just gonna say the time is now. Get your license, stay close to your coaches, listen to them. They know what they're doing, and just get the field training bonus credits. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, take advantage of all the things, because, and I always got to go back to your why. Just remember why you got started, why you came, and execute on that, because everybody has a different reason, you know, but you got to remember why you started, why you got started. What's your reason for coming?
The reason, right? The reason. And Jennifer, end it with us too, girl. What would
Yeah,
you
so I would totally agree with Sharita. Remember why you came. Remember why God even dropped this in your lap, because he don't do nothing by accident, by all means. It's a reason why you're here. So you have to take that and run with it. You have to take that and use that excitement from your other people, you know, your regional vice presidents. You have to stay connected with them and talk to them. Like, you will see yourself. I keep saying this because I've been to many builder school. You will see yourself in someone on that stage. Bottom line.
You will. I love it. Wow. So fired up. So fired up. Thanks for closing us out, Jennifer. Man, what an incredible panel, guys. Drop some fire in the chat for these ladies. But guys, I'm going to give the blessings back to our next key speakers. I don't want to waste any more time as well, too, because I get to introduce a great partner, a great counterpart to one of our incredible leaders you heard from earlier, Daniel Roma, you guys. But we get to hear from regional vice president. She's going to touch on some great points within partnership for all of you incredible partners out there too. But guys, I get to introduce next $300,000 a year earner, regional vice president, Taylor Roma. Girl, take it away for us.
Hey, thanks, Jackie. And not a waste of time at all. All of you ladies were just giving fire and nuggets that whole time. And we could have finished out the meeting with talking about why it's so important to get to a big event. Am I right? Like, seriously. So thank you so much. Anyways, I'm so glad I get to talk to you guys. I miss Friday Night Lives. They're my favorite. I have a few OGs on here that might remember my very first Friday Night Live speech. I cried like a baby before I realized that there was over 1,000 people watching me. And I was like, oh my Lanta. So I'm just glad to be here with you guys again. I wouldn't trade that for anything. So I get to talk on partnership today. I'm so excited about that. I love partnership talks. Dan's my best friend. You know, we do everything in life together as a team anyway. And so it's just so important to us, you know, what partnership just means in our family and, you know, obviously in the world of Primerica, but just in general, it just runs deep in our family. We're actually gonna play family board games tonight. So we're just like, well, it's just kind of like we like to be together and to do things and to challenge each other, but to grow together. And it's super important. So I put together a few foundations for you guys of what is needed in a healthy partnership. The first one is going to be communication. It's not, not rocket science. Communication is going to be a main foundation for a good partnership. I have a few do not brings as well, and I'm going to kind of like go back and forth. I'm going to give you a foundation and then give you a don't bring because they kind of cancel each other out. So communication, you guys, the one thing that we don't want to bring into a good partnership is going to be expectations. Okay, so when we have a good line of communication, there should not be any expectations. We should get all that out in our communication. We should tell each other, things that you might have like these thoughts of expectations. Like, we've had that conversation in our marriage. Like, okay, like I don't really enjoy taking out the trash. Like I don't mind tying the trash up and taking it where it needs to go. But I don't like, we don't pay for a garbage thing. It's not because we don't want to or that we don't want to pay for it. Dan has called and left messages for the only company that covers our area, and they have not called us back. And he has left messages like emails, phone calls. Nobody has contacted us. So we literally just don't have trash because we just can't get trash to call us back. We want to give them money and they just refuse to take our call. So we have to take the trash to the dump. And I hate that. And so I told Dan, I'm like, listen, I don't mind, taking the trash into the garage area where it needs to go to get packed up to go, but I do not want to take the trash to the dump. So expectations, I will keep, my area clean. Will you please make sure the trash gets to the dump? He's agreed, communication. If he had a problem with that, he would say something and then we would work that out, you guys. That's part of communication. The next foundation is going to be trust and openness. It's like a two-part thing. There needs to be trust, but then there also needs to be openness. You have to be open and truthful, and then you also have to give trust. So it's kind of like you have to give 2 times, right? You have to give yourself, like your openness, your vulnerability, but then you also have to give your trust and be open to receiving their truth, right? So make sure that we have trust and we have openness. Now, the one thing that we don't want to bring with this is going to be baggage. Okay. We don't want to bring baggage, and through our openness and trust, we will grow through the bondage of that baggage. And it might exist in the relationship. Like there might be baggage that exists in that relationship, but because we're truthful, because we're honest, and because we're nurturing our partner's, vulnerability, now we can kind of grow past some of those things that have held us in bondage against each other. Okay, so get rid of that stuff. We don't want baggage. The next foundation, this is foundation number 3. It's going to be a togetherness vision. Togetherness vision. You want to sit with your partner on this and you want to talk about it. Like talk about this, kind of runs back to communication, right? Talk about what your vision is for your family. Where do you want to go? Like this is sure like goals. Yeah, but I'm talking about big, this is big dreaming vision. Where's the finish line? What's the big thing, right? And have it be something that's together. Like Dan probably has some goals with disc golf, but that's not really something I do. I might have some stuff, my goals for crochet, but that's not a Dan thing. Our togetherness goal is going to be, our church plant, our gym stuff, dreams that we have. Primerica business is like the heart blood of the income that we want for the church. We don't want to take a cent from the community. We want to be able to give it all back. Like these are togetherness visions that Dan and I have set for ourselves and for our family. And what we don't want to bring with the togetherness vision is any negativity. We don't want negativity in this. Okay. Negativity is just going to take that vision and it's going to just cause cracks. You're going to see a beautiful picture, and then all of a sudden any negativity is just going to run through it like a black ink blob just covered it, and it's no longer beautiful. So we got to keep that negativity out of that vision. Okay. Our fourth and final foundation is going to be goals. I'm so glad that Dan touched on the goals and went in depth as he did with that. He didn't even know that like my foundations were listed as such. And goals. The one thing we don't want to bring, we want to have goals in our foundation. The one thing we don't want to bring that is in alignment with the goals, you guys, is laziness. Our laziness is not in line with the goals. We have goals, we need to be active towards those goals. If we bring laziness, those things don't get done. And then the goal, all these goals that we have set, remember what Dan had said about setting goals, expectate, like the actual real goals that will get you to that big goal, the big vision, the togetherness vision. If laziness meets us there, these little goals will not get us to that big togetherness vision. You feel me, right? So we got to get rid of laziness, okay? Laziness does not mean that we can't relax. It doesn't mean that we can't have a downtime. It doesn't mean we can't have a vacation. It just means that when you have your togetherness goal and you have to do you need one by one. You need to do your reset. You know, you do your reset. You don't get lazy about it. You do your reset, you get your one by one. In fact, the quicker you get a one by one, the quicker you get to have a relaxed day with your spouse, right? And to anyone on this call right now who is not in a partnership or maybe doesn't have a supportive partnership, here's the thing that I want to speak to you guys for just a second. The thing for you guys is that everything I just touched on could literally be translated to how you lead your team. How do you lead your team? Are you leading them with a good communication? Are you giving them your vulnerability and your trust? Are you painting the vision for them about what it means to be an RVP, an SVP, things like that? Are you setting those goals with your people? It doesn't have to be your partnership of your spouse or in your house, you guys. It doesn't have to be that. It can be you as the leader and the partnership that you create to your team. Does that make sense? Yeah? Amazing. I'm so glad I got to touch on all that with you guys. Partnership is huge. It is the biggest cheat code in the business. I'm just going to leave you guys with the very simple mathematical equation of taking 2 dice. If you have 1 dice, the lowest number you're going to roll is a 1, the highest is going to be a 6. If you have 2 dice, the lowest number is 2 and the highest is 12. You all know the value of multiplication and the process of that. You guys do the math. Do you want a singular dice or do you want 2 dice in this business? That is all I have for you guys. I am going to be bringing up, I believe we're doing, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm like,
What's up, girl? I got you.
who was that? I'm so sorry.
Me.
Jarrell. Oh, I'm bringing up Jarrell. I'm so sorry. I did not have the list in front of me. I had my phone on my notes. I'm bringing up Jarrell. You guys, Jarrell is amazing. He's been one of the OGs. He was one of the OGs I was talking about who watched me cry on my very first Friday Night Live. You guys, he has got a ton of insight. He has been to multiple the builder schools. Pay close attention. He will drop some serious nuggets for y'all.
Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. Man, listen, throw some love in the chat for Taylor. Did an incredible job. I mean, guys, listen, that panel, Karen, Sharita, and Jennifer, I mean, you guys crushed it. Like, if y'all want to, listen, this is what I will tell you, Jerome. Make sure you go back and watch the replay, right? I mean, watch everybody's phenomenal night on Jerome, what appointment set, and Dan talking about goals. It's important to have your goals in front of you because out of sight, out of mind, right? If you don't have your goals in front of you, any road will get there, right? And so it's important to have a clear, concise goal and working towards your goals and dreams every single day. And not just in business, guys, just in life in general, right? Whether it's your fitness, your finances, your family, or even your future self when it comes to self-development, just make sure you keep those things in front of you every single day. And I'm excited because tonight I get to talk to you guys about the power of recruitment. And Jerome, it's crazy because I'm grateful I was a part of someone else's vision, right? I'm grateful I was a part of someone else's vision. Like when I started this company, Jennifer, I knew nothing about money and finance, but how to make it and spend it, right? And so did I see myself speaking in front of thousands of people? Did I see myself being a regional vice president? No, but I always had that childlike enthusiasm, Jerome, where I was like, hey, I'm going to make six figures somewhere, right? I don't know where, but I'm that guy that's going to make it happen. And I'm just grateful that I got recruited into the business, because this business has changed our life, right? 6 years into it, Karen, this is all we do, right? We don't do anything else. We don't have any other side hustles. This is our main source of income. This is, we wake up, we bleed Primerica, and we're just grateful for the opportunity, but we're just grateful that someone recruited us. And so tonight, again, I get to talk to you guys about the power of recruiting, but not only that, Jerome, not only has my life been changed, but I just remember paying my very first death claim, right? I remember paying my very first death claim, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, Sharita. I was like, shoot. And that's not what I said. I'm keeping it PG. But I just remember my very first death claim was someone that had a different type of policy, had a whole life policy where they were paying a lot more for a lot less, Sierra, right? And we were able to go in there and put that family in a better position financially by giving them more coverage. And I just remember when we handed that death claim over to the sons, and they're like, wow, this is what mama had. And it's like, it's a really good feeling. And so tonight I'm going to talk to you about why it's important to recruit, right? And so that was my story, right? Like, I'm just grateful that I was recruited. I was grateful that I was able to get in front of other people because I was recruited. Because of that, I made a difference, not only in their lives, we're constantly making a difference in our life each and every day. And so, Taylor, it's crazy to talk about multiplying the dice, because that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, right? What if we commit, Jerome, to 10 new business partners every single month, right? And I'm just going to go over the power of 10. And you hear people talk about double-digit recruiting. I believe, Sierra, that's where the business really gets fun, and that's where it starts, is when you double-digit recruit. Because a lot of times when you bring in just a single person, sometimes we get frustrated at the results that they're not doing, but we're not doing the work either. And so I just want to teach you guys how to think in abundance and just giving people the opportunity. Because a year from now, Karen, I know it's September, but just think about this for a second. A year from now is next September. Imagine if you, from this point on to next September, you just recruited 10 people a month, which will bring you 120 new agents within your organization. And listen, everybody has different licensing ratios when it comes to getting licensed. But Karen, just imagine if you had a 20% licensing ratio, right? A year from now, you get 24 new agents licensed over a span of the year. Well, fun fact, y'all. I know the math ain't mathing, Jennifer, but if you get 33 licensed agents, company statistics, you heard Glenn Williams say it all the time, Sharita, that when you get 33 licensed agents within your organization, that's a recipe of making $100,000 in this business. And so, Karen, if I told you by you just doing 10 a month, a year from now you have 24, that means you're that much closer to making 100K in income. And I don't know what your goals are, guys, and what you want to get out of this thing, but just imagine that's 2 people that you're going to license a month, Karen, right? Just the power of 2, right? Just getting 2 people licensed a month after you recruit 10, right? You'll be in position to where you're making more income a year from now than where you are today. And I think that's a good thing, right? And so that's if we committed to 10. Could you guys commit to 10, right? Why does recruiting matter? And you hear me say it all the time, Sharita, right? There's a massive, massive need for what we do. Like, there are so many people out there right now, Jennifer, that are struggling financially, and that's nothing to be excited about. But what I'm excited about is that we get to help them. We get to be the solution to change it around for people. Look at these statistics, y'all. 59%. Jennifer, that's 6 out of 10 households. They can't cover $1,000 emergency. Imagine, Sharita, if you gave someone an opportunity to come in here and make some money, and all they did was probably save $200 a month. Well, after a year, Sharita, guess what? You taught them how to have what? More than $1,000 in their savings account. Like, that's a big dang deal. They don't have to quit their job to do this. They literally come here and get licensed, supplement their income, and build up their emergency fund, so that way they're not that family that's struggling financially. Well, Sharita, 37% of people can't afford a $400 surprise expense. Like, think about that, Sierra. $400, right? Imagine if you help somebody get licensed, you get them an opportunity, and they're able to make that $400 on a monthly basis. And that's one less stress they have to worry about. That's one less heartache, right? 44% of U.S. households, y'all, are in asset poverty. That means no savings to survive 3 months without income. Well, what's our crusade? We want to help people what? Buy a term and invest the difference. But if you actually follow the financial house, the foundation is life insurance. Then you go to debt elimination. And then what are you doing? You're helping them set up an emergency plan, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. And so, again, getting in front of people to help with the crusade so you can eliminate these and be on the right end of history and not on the wrong end, where this number just keeps going up, you make a difference, right? 24% of Americans have zero emergency savings. Like, if that don't get you fired up to recruit somebody, I don't know what will. If that don't get you fired up to get out there and help people, I don't know what will. But that's the opportunity that we have right now. That's just why it's so important just to get in front of people, Sharita. Don't worry about the sales. The sales are going to come. The products and services sell themselves, right? And so I just trust this brought some value because I want you to think about this for a minute. Like, let this sit in, Jennifer. 6 out of 10 people. That's dang near every household in America, right? And you have the key to change that around, right? And so why double-digit recruit when it comes to the business side, Sharita? Well, one, it builds team stability, right? I'm so proud of the Fearless Hustlers right now just getting after. Like, we're just continuing to get better and better and better. And we're just getting started. And the crazy thing is we haven't even hit our best yet, Sierra. And that's what excites us the most, is that we know there's another level coming. But because we are double-digit recruiting on a monthly basis, guess what? We're bringing in people into the environment that are excited, that are fired up about their goals and dreams, and we're giving them belief that it can happen, right? Also, it creates predictable growth. I know for a period of time, Sharita, I sold out to double-digit recruit. And guess what? When that happened, I got promotions, right? I got promoted. I not only promoted myself, but I promoted other people. Not only did I promote other people, we opened up an office out here in Michigan 4 years ago, right? And it just keeps getting better and better. But that's why double-digit recruit matters, because you can put yourself in a position where you can build a team, you can build predictable growth, because if you keep doing it, the numbers are the numbers, right? The numbers can't beat you. That's why it's important to keep the numbers in front of you. You change people's lives, Jerome. That's why double-digit recruit matters. Like, I'm looking on here, Sharita, proud of you. Just, already starting off the month better than what you ended last month. And you know what excites me about that is that you about to make some money this month, girl. Like, you'll be making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 this month. And I see that smile on your face, right? But that's why we double-digit recruit, because it puts you in a great position where maybe you were having some struggles with your finances. Maybe you were having some struggles in your relationship. Maybe you were having some struggles in your fitness or whatever the case may be. And guess what? Because you're making money, everything changes for the better, right? It gives you more options, gives you more flexibility, right? And so that's why double-digit recruit matters. So let's talk the numbers, Scoop. I know you love the numbers, right? This is your slide. This is for you, baby, right? The numbers are the numbers, y'all. And so I'm going to tell you about this contract called Regional Vice President, all right? And so if you are not a regional vice president, put a fire emoji in the chat. I want to know who I'm talking to, because everyone that puts a fire emoji in the chat, that means that you don't qualify for this yet, right? You don't qualify for this yet. But let me tell you the money that you're leaving on the table, Karen. And so did you know, as you're building an organization here, the company pays you to build a team? And that's why we talk about double-digit recruit, because we want to get you guys in position to where you're ready for the bonuses that are coming your way and get into the habit now, because as you walk into that promotion, you're already doing it. And if you're already doing it, you're just going to get paid more doing the exact same work. I mean, Dan, think about it. You're doing 10 new business partners and you're doing $10,000 in sales, right? You're doing it now, and say you're a representative, Dan, and you just work your way up the food chain. And in 6 months from now, you're a regional vice president, but you're still doing 10 by 10. Well, guess what? You get a 10% bonus off that production. And so, guys, I'm gonna keep the math simple, but what's 10% off of 10,000, right? What's 10% off of 10,000? I want to see who put in the chat. Who's quick with it? The easy 1K, correct? $1,000, right? On top of what you're already doing. And so just imagine, Sharita, let's keep this simple for math. Say you're a district leader and you're at a 50% contract, you did 10,000 sales. That's $5,000 that you're making on a monthly basis, right? Now you're going to add $12,000 on top of that, right? And so if you're making 60 grand a year doing the exact same work, you got promoted to regional vice president. Guess what happens, Sharita? Now you're making $72,000 and you're doing the exact same thing. But this is where I want to take you guys a step further. As you're double-digit recruiting, Karen, guess what? You're going to teach other people to do what you're doing. And then soon you're going to see your numbers grow. You're going to go from 10 by 10 to 20 by 20. What's 20 by 20 means? I mean, you brought in 10 new business partners for the month. You did $20,000 in sales. And guess what happens when you're a regional vice president, y'all? The company pays you a 20% bonus. And so, Jennifer, same example. I'm just doing 50% for the math, right? So that way we're not thinking too hard. You guys can follow me. But now, Jennifer, you did $20,000 in production. 50% of that is what? $10,000. Your bonus is $4,000. And so what's 4,000 times 12, y'all? What's 4,000 times 12? 50? What? Look, 40. Like, there we go. I want to see you guys paying attention. Jennifer said a lot of money. Math is hard, right? And so listen, $48,000 on top of $10,000 a month, right? And so if you're making 10 grand a month, Sharita, and you're doing a 20K base shop, that's 120,000 plus 48,000. That's 168,000 doing the exact same thing. And so that's why we're putting you guys in position to where you're doing it now, because as you walk into the better version of yourself, Dan, guess what? When you're a regional vice president, you're going to be thriving. You're going to be bonusing every month. You're not going to even know what hit you. You're like, man, they just throwing money at me, right? You don't get the piggy bank out, the gold piggy bank at that, right? Not the regular piggy bank, the gold piggy bank, and you're not going to know where to put this money at, right? But that's the beautiful thing about just giving people an opportunity and giving people an opportunity to change their life, right? And so those are the numbers. But you know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys saw this earlier when Sierra went over this, right? About the announcements for this month for the company that they launched. But listen, if you are unlicensed in this business and you just got started, hey, put some fire in the chat right quick, right? Because listen, y'all, this is for you. If you're brand new in this business, look, I see you, Matt, Johnny, like, look, you're brand new in this business. When you bring on 2 new business partners and you do 2,000 in sales, so you protect 2 average strands of life insurance, the company is paying you $650, right? That's it. $650. Like, I don't know about y'all, but then when I started, I did like 15 by 15. I brought in 15 new business partners. I held 15,000 in sales, and the company paid me $300. And I was excited about that. I was like, hey, at least I got my money back. This thing is legit. Okay, let me keep going. It just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better, right? And so why is this important? Because guess what, Jennifer? If you're excited about this and you go get a brand new business partner, like, look, if I can show you the way to make $650 just helping a couple families with life insurance and bringing on 2 new business partners, would you be open to doing that? Yes. Would $650 make a difference in your life right now? Yes. Where would you spend that money at, Jennifer? Let me know. Spend it, right? And I'm just talking like, you see how I'm talking to you, girl? But that's how I talk to people, and then they get to spend it. And we just got to get you licensed. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We just got to get you licensed. Can you commit to getting licensed? Yes. Right. And so take advantage of this, Karen, because guess what? This month you can help 5 people do this. And what's 5 times 2,000, y'all? 10,000. What's 5? If you do the math, that's 10 by 10, Karen. You take your contract times that 10,000 in premium. There's your personal cash right there. I don't know if that's more than what you made last month, but that's the power of helping people, right? That's the power of helping people, and that's the power of those incentives and just getting after it, right? And again, why is double digit important, Shrita? Well, guess what? You get to move with a sense of urgency. Success loves speed. You hear it all the time, but now you're getting people promoted. Like you just saw, Haley just got promoted. She's only been in the business for like 10 days, right? Got promoted, got her reset. She's already had a $550 bonus, and she's only been in the business for like 10 days, right? So show her some love in the chat. But that's the power of double digit, because when you plug people into the environment here and you have a lot of people in at one time, everybody's excited. People are getting bonuses, they're getting promotions, and people have FOMO, which is fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out on that, right? And so they want to get after it. And so it just helps you. It helps you become a better owner as well, too, because maybe you didn't know how to lead a team now. Well, now you'll figure out really quickly. And it's okay if you make mistakes. Failure is our greatest teacher, right? Don't try to be perfect, y'all. You're going to make your mistakes. But every recruit is a life change, Jennifer. And again, you know, I shared with you earlier, like, I'm just so grateful that I ran into Ian. Actually, I ran to Jessica Pruckner at a Sprint store, right? I'm just so grateful that they gave me the opportunity to do something different, right? Because my life has been changed. And not only has my life been changed, but we're changing other people's lives as well, right? And so they're always remember, Karen, when you recruit somebody, I'm changing their life. Whether they do it or not, that's not your story, right? Just give them the opportunity. Lead by example. Show them what it's like to be great here. Inspire them. Maybe they just don't understand what they're saying no to you, or maybe they just don't understand what they're missing out on, but they got to see you do something for them to get moving, right? And so it starts with you, and it starts today. But you got to understand, every recruit, there's a family that needs your help. Behind every policy, there's a story, right? If you didn't recruit somebody, you may have not been able to help somebody with a death claim, or vice versa. You may not have been able to put somebody in a better position, Shrita, to where when they retire 20, 30 years from now, they can actually retire with dignity, right? And so we're not here just to count recruits. We're here to make a difference in people's lives every single day. And that's why we get the opportunity to everybody, right? And so here's my challenge for you guys, right? This is the month. Commit. Make that run. Plant your flag. I love you ladies talking about consistency. That was like the theme of the night. Being consistent. I'm telling you, consistency is going to get you far. And it's just doing the little things, because how you do the little things is how you do everything, right? And so go make your run. Make the run to be a regional vice president. If you're brand new, go make the run to get your bonus this month, at least at a minimum $650, right? People want to be a part of the winning team. And I'm here to tell you, each and every one of us on this call tonight, you're a part of the winning team. You are the winning team, right? You are the fire that's going to get the thing going, right? And so I just want to leave y'all with that. Let's lead the company, right? You have the vision. Keep your goals and dreams in front of you. Never think too small. You never got in trouble for thinking too small, Sharita. And so I just want to challenge each and every one of you. Think bigger than what you ever thought before. You should think so big, it should scare that out of you, right? And so, and then just work towards it. Give yourself some grace. There's going to be times where you're going to fail at your goal. And it's not okay to be in your feelings, but just get better. Just get better. Get back and adjust. Hey, what can I do to hit this goal next month? What I did this month is it got me these numbers, right? And the numbers are the numbers, right? Dan, you look at your numbers in the day, you're like, hey, you know what? I did this, and it's because I only had this much for the month. And whatever it is, do it again and just add a little bit more. And if you add a little bit more, 1% more each and every day, your whole life is going to change, right? And so decide tonight to go double digit, go make a difference, because not only is your family counting on you, you're counting on you, right? And so go be the difference. Go have an incredible month. And we are excited for you guys. Have an incredible Friday. Peace.